Annyeonghaseyo everyone, it's Sumi, and in this video I will be telling you guys about my SM USA monthly audition experience in LA. Woo! Okay, first off, it's really freaking hot right now, so I have a fan blowing on me. Like, it's not for like any kind of sexy effect or anything, because like this, like, no. Please bear with me if I start sweating in the middle of this video. Okay, so a few weeks ago I went to the SM monthly audition in LA, and I think the date was July 17th, which was a Sunday. I will put the link to the official SM Audition website that I used to get all my information off of, like the address of the place, what times I'm supposed to show up, stuff like that. But I'll let you guys know that the audition times run from 2 to 5 o'clock p.m. So there's a 3-hour window for the monthly audition. So first off, I want to let you guys know why I auditioned in the first place. The first most prominent reason is just the fact that I love singing and I love K-pop. Thus, I wanted to be a K-pop star for a long time. Like, since I was a small bean in middle school. But now that I've like grown up and matured a little bit, like I understand that dream is a little like far-fetched and like unrealistic, you know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to audition just to give it a shot. Like, you know, why not? The second reason is because of YouTube. If I didn't have a presence on the internet, aka being like a YouTuber or whatever, I would have not had the balls to audition. Before I was a YouTuber, I wanted to audition, but I was always too scared. I was too self-conscious of my singing. I didn't think I was good enough, looks-wise, talent-wise, Korean-wise, because first of all, I'm half Korean, and second of all, I'm not very good at the Korean language, like I'm not fluent. Most likely I was gonna get rejected and I didn't want to feel like not worthy, you know? So I was like always a little bit too scared to audition. You could call it self-esteem issues, but that was younger me. Now that I'm older and I'm actually on the internet and stuff, like you can tell I'm a lot less shy and I don't really give a shit, like if I'm not perfect. Appleberry fam that have seen my covers on YouTube have told me I should audition, so why the fuck not? I don't even care if I'm rejected, I'm just gonna go do it for the experience. I didn't go in there thinking like, oh, I'm gonna own this fucking show, I'm gonna blow them away, and I'm gonna become a trainee. Like, I'm not cocky like that. I don't like to think that everything's gonna work out best case scenario, because I'm just setting myself up to be extremely disappointed and sad in the end. So I just went in like, hey, la-di-da, I'm just gonna go do this. I don't give a fuck what happens in the end. I just want to do the experience and then make a video like this telling my Appleberry family members all about it. So that's enough backstory. Let's get into the actual day and specifics of the actual audition. So first of all, in order to prepare myself for this audition, I read online, you're not supposed to dress to impress. I don't know if this is like valid information. This is just what I've read. Don't quote me. But I read that the judges, they don't want to see you already altering your appearance using like makeup and stuff. The people that are eventually gonna take in these trainees, aka maybe you, they want to know what you look like naturally. K-pop is a very visually appealing genre of music? I don't really know. Appearance is a big deal in the K-pop industry. They want to see the person that they're gonna end up having to work with. That includes what your face looks like naturally. Upon knowing that information, all I did was straighten my hair a little bit to like make it look nice and presentable, because my hair is like a fro, literally. And then I put on a thin coat of BB cream to hide really big, obvious acne, because I don't want to show them like disgusting face, and just a small amount of mascara. I just was very plain faced because I wanted them to see me for how I look naturally. As far as my outfit, I didn't dress to impress at all. I wore a black long sleeve t-shirt and leggings and a pair of Vans. Like, that's it. On to the actual auditioning activities, I guess. So I timed out my day so that I would arrive at the auditioning building at 1:50. So me, my grandma, and my aunt, we all went together, and the SM office is on the 3rd floor of the building, and as soon as we stepped off the elevator, there were already tons of people waiting in line. Like, I'm not even kidding, I swear there were like 40 kids just like sitting on the floors. I expected to be one of the only ones there because the audition runs for like 3 hours and you can show up whenever and just audition, but no. I saw people of like tons of different ethnic backgrounds. There were people that clearly were dressing as if they were like a K-pop idol. They already had their hair colored and styled. They were wearing the whole like skinny jeans, like dancing shoes. Like I don't know how to describe it. Almost like, I don't know how to say this any better, but like K-pop airport fashion. Like y'all know what I'm talking about. Like they were looking like that. I'm not sure if it's beneficial or not to show up at the audition like that, but yeah, I just want to paint the picture for you guys. So basically 2 o'clock comes around. You see this lady from behind the glass door. She comes up on the other side in the SM building. She comes up to the front door and just unlocks the door and then leaves. And then so we were just like, we were just looking at each other. We're like, can we go in? Does this mean we can go in now? Is it unlocked? And like we literally just stood there like idiots for about like 30 seconds, I kid you not, wondering if we were allowed to go into the room yet. I kind of felt like an idiot just standing there, but we were all really nervous, and so we were all just like, whoa, what do we do? What do we do? She unlocked the door, should we go in? Like, so I went in. I was one of the first people to actually like step inside of the room, and I looked around. It was really neat and crisp. Everything looked very shiny and polished. They had beautiful wood floors. There were like 3 white leather couches. All the walls were like decked out in posters. There were multiple TVs on the wall playing like music videos or like showing pictures of SM artists. So like I remember the music video that was playing was NCTU's The Seventh Sense, and I was like, oh my god, Taeyong. But like, I was like, wait, I'm not here to fangirl, I'm here to get my business shit done. So everyone kind of like flooded in, and then there was like an SM desk and a lady sitting behind the desk like with like a computer, and she had a neat stack of application forms sitting right on the desk for everyone to take. Thank God I'm so prepared. Like the SM lady literally only had like 7 pens for people to use to fill out the application forms, and there were like, I kid you not, 40 plus people. So everyone freaking like rushed in at the same time and grabbed a piece of paper. It was like a madhouse. And then I started seeing people like freak out because they didn't have a pen. They were like asking around, hey, do you have an extra pen? Do you have a pen? Thank God I came prepared. I actually brought my own pen. So I filled out the application like lickety-split super fast, and then I hid the pen immediately because I didn't want to lose my pen to somebody that was gonna like steal it from me. Basically on the application form it asked you your name, your Korean name, your birth date, where you're from, your ethnicity, your parents' ethnicities, do you speak Korean, your weight, your height, either your job or your school. You could put in either one, and then you flip it over and there's like a waiver you need to sign or whatever. I didn't even read it, I just signed it. So I turned into the lady the audition form. I think I was like the second one to turn in the form, and I was just kind of like chilling for like 5 minutes. I was like looking around, basically just taking in my surroundings. I actually started talking to this one girl who was really sweet. She was super nervous as well. She actually like held my hand for a little bit, which I thought was kind of strange, but like I was like, okay, this girl's like really nervous. She's like sweating bullets right now. She told me she was half Vietnamese, half white, and she was auditioning as a model. And honestly, just talking to her kind of relieved both of our stress. We're just like, oh my god, I can't believe we're here. This is so cool. Like, I can't believe we're actually doing this. We said good luck to each other. In the middle of me talking to her, somebody from the back room office area comes up to the front where literally they blocked off the hallway with like SM Entertainment signs. They said SM Entertainment, but it was blocked off, so like nobody could go into the back rooms. So she came up from the other side and she had 5 applications in hand, and she said, can I have so-and-so, so-and-so, sue me, so-and-so, and so-and-so. I think we were the first 5 to turn in our applications. And then so I said goodbye to that sweet girl. I said goodbye to my grandma and my aunt. They all wished me good luck. And then it was time to like head back there to like go audition. There were 4 girls and 1 guy in my group, and then we all followed this lady into the audition room. So needless to be said, I was part of that first 5 kids to audition that day of July 17th, 2016. I was really freaking nervous. I was like, oh my god. And then when we were all standing in line, the 5 of us, I asked some of them, have you auditioned before? Some of them said they'd done like the global audition before. Some people were new, just like me, had never done this before. And so when we walk into the audition room, it was a dance practice room. There were wooden floors. There was a big ass mirror on like one of the walls, and then on the wall that we all lined up against, They were like pictures of, again, more SM artists like FX and all that stuff. And so what we did was line up against that wall with all the posters on it. There were 5 sticky note markers on the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like evenly spaced. And the ladies told us to find one sticky note and stand on it. I particularly remember I was standing in front of FX's Amber's picture. So I was like, Amber, wish me luck. In front of us was one desk with the one lady. She was a super nice lady that explained everything to us and what we're gonna do. And she had a camcorder and all of our audition papers and stuff, because at the bottom, like, she scores us, like literally like a test. She explained to us the order of auditioning is singing first, then dancers, then modeling and acting. 3 girls and the one guy in there was auditioning for singing, and then there was one Asian girl who was auditioning for modeling, who is not the same girl that I was talking to in the front room. I was the second person in line against the wall, so I was second to audition. We all went up one at a time and got a sticker from her. I put my SM Entertainment sticker on the back of my phone when I left. So this is my number, 16082. The first person was 081. 16 is just like the year of the audition. Put it right on our chest. When the lady says go, like she'll point at you to go, you say your first and last name, your birth date, your ethnicities, what school you're from, or your job, your height and weight, and what you'll be doing. You don't have to say what you're singing. And then if you have the abilities to give your introduction all in Korean, you're advised to do that as well, if you can. So I didn't do it personally because I know Korean, but I wasn't like that confident, and I'm pretty sure like with my nervousness I would have like fucked up some of the words somewhere, like the grammar, and then I would have looked like an idiot. And then right after you give your introduction, you just start singing. Like I said, I was second to audition. I'm just painting the picture for you guys. There was one really thin Asian girl, and she had like braids and glasses. So she had glasses on and she had to take them off. And when she started singing, honestly, she made me so nervous for my performance. I felt so bad for this girl because she was literally so nervous. Like, the lady said cue and she gave her introduction, and then she literally like stood there for like 20 seconds like trying to start singing, but like nothing would come out, and like you could see like the 4 of us after her just like looking at her like, ooh, like come on. Like, I felt really bad. Like, she was so nervous, and I feel like she could have done a lot better than she actually did if she weren't as nervous. She actually cracked quite a bit and hit a bunch of wrong notes, and then she ended up stopping in the middle of her song and saying, I'm sorry, my throat is dry or something. Like, I was just like, oh, poor girl. Like, she is literally a mess right now. Like, no offense to her, like, I blame it all on her nerves. Like, I'm not judging her talent or anything, but because she was so nervous, I got nervous, and I was like, damn, when it's my turn, I hope I don't like let my nerves overwhelm me and prevent me from showcasing my talent that I know I have, you know? So when it was my turn, I said my name, my birthday, blah 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 blah, and immediately I started singing. The song I chose to sing was an English song. It's called Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. So the lady told us to only sing literally 10 to 20 seconds of the song, like that's it. I was expecting to sing like half the song, but she said, no, just do the chorus. Like, even the chorus is just fine. We like to keep things very short at SM, which I totally understand. Like, SM probably gets a shit ton of applicants and they only want to see like the best part of what you got. So I went straight to the chorus. The lady told us we also needed to like sing really loud because the camcorder was like quite a distance away. I didn't scream immediately. I just remember, yeah, I was singing pretty loud, and I looked over at the judging lady too, and she like nodded her head and said, good, like that's good volume. If you guys want to hear me cover that song, let me know in the comments down below so I can like show you what I actually showcased to the judges and SM. I'm not gonna sing in this video, so don't even worry about it. I was actually kind of proud of myself for being able to control my nerves and like the shakiness that I was feeling, but I did screw up one note and it was a little bit off, which I blame on the nervousness because I was trying so hard just to like control my throat and keep it from like closing up from nervousness, you know? So I was like pretty proud. I was like, okay, that could have been a lot better, but it definitely like wasn't the worst. As soon as I finished singing the chorus, I was like, whew, I felt so good. I was like, thank God that's freaking over, and now I can just chill and watch these other people audition too. So it was this girl, me, the person in the middle, another girl, and then the guy. The girl in the middle, she was a model. She had to give her introduction, but she didn't showcase her talent yet because you have to wait till all of the singers and dancers go first. So she gave her introduction, and then we moved on to the next girl. I remember she said she was like 22 years old. She was very flashy with her outfit. She was just like radiating confidence, and honestly that kind of intimidated me a little bit. I was like, damn, like where does she get all of her confidence from? And then she started singing. And no offense, but it was really not so good. And I'm not saying like I was any good, like you guys be the judge of that, like based on my covers. Feel free to judge me over there, like that's why I put myself on the internet. But this girl, she was singing very like nasally. She sang a lot of off notes, but she was really confident, so I applaud her for her confidence and stuff. She also said at the beginning she was one of the girls that had already auditioned a few times before, so that's why it was probably easy for her to just do it again. And then the last guy went. This guy was Korean, maybe like 5'10", 5'11" in height, and he was kind of chubby. Honestly, he just looked like a normal dude, you know? Like, he was just dressed in like khakis and a shirt. He gave his introduction in English, and he was the only one to also give it in Korean as well. And then he started singing, and he had an amazing voice. Like, he sang loud, and he was really confident, even though like his whole face was like red because he was so nervous. Like, he was, damn, like that boy was able to like control his voice like so well, and he sang in Korean. So I probably should have sang a Korean song, but honestly, I was just too nervous and I didn't want to screw up any pronunciation or anything, so I just played it safe and sang in English. I don't want to sound cocky or anything. This is just like my impression. I think I sang second best out of everyone because this guy sang really well. And then plus I like cracked my singing a little bit, so second place already. And then the girl who sang really nasally, and then the girl who was first who just like couldn't even like put her voice out, you know? And then so after the four of us singers went, the judging lady had the singers sit against the wall on the opposite side of the wall so that the girl who was modeling could go ahead and do her catwalk. And honestly, watching her audition was really awkward. The lady, she like picked up the camcorder, like stood in the corner of the room and was like filming this girl who literally walked in front of the camera and back to the corner, in front of the camera, back to the corner like 4 times. It was probably because of her nervousness as well, but she was kind of like flailing her arms a little bit like when she was walking, which is also a point that I want to say real quick. I think a factor in determining whether or not you're admitted is how well you handle being in front of other people, because whether or not you can sing is one thing, but whether or not you can sing under pressure in front of an audience is like a completely different situation. I mean, I had to like grow balls just to post a cover video on my YouTube channel. It took so much time for me to build up that courage for me to like sing in front of a virtual audience. And then so when I like stepped into the room and sang in front of actual people, like the nervousness like came back. But now that I think about it, like it actually wasn't that bad. I think if I haven't posted covers of myself on YouTube, I probably would have been a sobbing pile of goo, like. So after that girl was modeling back and forth, she cut the music, and then she had us all stand back against the wall again, and she told us, you will hear back from SM in 60 days time. So sometime in September, I'm not sure if September 17th is exactly 60 days after July 17th. I'm not sure if it matches up exactly. We should be getting either a text message, an email, some kind of notification from SM Entertainment whether or not you passed the audition. And she said it's very rare that they don't get back to you. So she said if you don't get in, or if you just never hear from SM, you're always welcome to audition again. There's not a limit to how many auditions you can do, but she wouldn't tell us any information about what would happen if we actually passed the audition. She said all of that's confidential. And then yeah, so we said thank you so much. I bowed to her, I said 안녕히 계세요, and I left. That was it. Now I just want to like touch up on some thoughts that I have about the entire experience altogether. Would I do it again? Yes, definitely. Now that I know what to expect, I feel like I can walk in there with a lot more confidence and hopefully not be as shaky as I was. Like, don't get me wrong, I don't think I did a terrible job, but it definitely wasn't my best. And I blame it all on nervousness, and I also blame any other errors that the auditioners that I auditioned with made on their nervousness as well. I'm not not saying anyone wasn't talented, I'm just saying nervousness really makes a big difference in that moment when you're actually auditioning and being recorded. My advice to you guys, if any of you guys are planning to audition, a monthly audition or the global audition, or if you're gonna do an email audition or whatever, don't be nervous. Like, do as much as you can to just calm yourself down. Make sure you talk to other people, because I noticed that me talking to that Vietnamese girl before the audition, like, it helped me realize that, you know, hey, we're all in this situation. We're all freaking nervous as hell. It doesn't matter what ethnicities we are, we're all just here to just do our thing and kill it, hopefully. Don't be intimidated by other auditioners, because nobody is perfect, no matter how much talent in whatever field they have. Everyone's in the same boat. So don't feel self-conscious or that you're like insecure in any way to these other people. One thing I would do differently in another audition would be to sing a Korean song. Even though they say it's okay to sing in either English and Korean, for my personal satisfaction, I would want to sing in Korean to let them know, like, hey, I can pronounce these things, you know? But that's just my opinion. You can sing in whatever language you want. They literally tell you sing anything, any language, any song. This is just you showing us your talent. Again, I just want to say, even though I'm confident in my singing, it doesn't mean I think I'm like better than other people or that I'm worthy to be a K-pop star. Like, I'm ready to be rejected. Like, I'm literally like, SM, send me my rejection letter. I'm already ready. I hope you didn't take anything that I said the wrong way in this video. I'm not trying to say like I'm talented or I'm better than anyone else, and I'm definitely not trying to bash the other people that I auditioned with. Everything I'm telling you was just my own observations and what actually happened on that day and like what the people actually sounded like. And yeah, honestly, the SM audition, it was kind of fun. Like, not even gonna lie, I am so glad that I did that. And I'm so glad that I can share my experiences with you guys. Thank you guys so much for just encouraging me to go in the first place. You guys sent me so many good luck wishes. You guys said you can do it. You guys gave me so many like tips and reminders, like stay calm, make sure you breathe, and honestly, thank you guys for sending me so much love and encouragement. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If there's something that I didn't talk about in this video that you're curious about, go ahead and leave it in the comments and I will try to respond. Definitely, if you guys are wanting to audition and you have some sort of opportunity to go, definitely go ahead and do it. You're not gonna regret it, especially afterward. Don't shoot yourself down prematurely. Just go audition. There's literally nothing to lose. Just try to get there early and be one of the first ones in and out. Bring a pen. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys next time. 안녕히 계세요.